It's Ron Reader digs the universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe. And tonight, Marjorie Traitor Greene. I have long thought of Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Republican representative from Georgia, as a sort of nutjob sideshow. I mean, sure, she's brutally effective with owning the libs. She's an excellent cheerleader from MAGA, but she's just not much of a thinker. She's no Steve Bannon or Stephen Miller. She doesn't craft legislation. She's got no vision beyond rhetorical street fights. She says Peachtree dish instead of Petri dish. She's threatening, yes, because she's MAGA, but she's not the same threat level as, say, Elon Musk. So I've never really taken her too seriously. But she's gotten really interesting lately. Marjorie Taylor Greene is openly opposing Trump on a few select issues. She condemns the Iran bombing. She has called Gaza a genocide. She opposes H-1B work visas for foreign nationals. She opposed the recent shutdown because she supports extending the Obamacare tax credits. And she really wants the Epstein files released. But it's not just opposing Trump on a few issues that's so interesting here. She's doing interviews on CNN now, outside the warm, comforting bubble of right-wing media. And in those interviews, she is, get this, apologizing for her previous toxicity and calling for an end to all the division. She wants us all to work together now. She's willing to compromise. She was the MAGA attack dog in the House, and now she's like the Apostle Paul converting to Christ or something to that effect. This is kind of a big deal, and it has not gone unnoticed by her fellow MAGAites, or whatever they're called. MTG reports that she's getting death threats now. Republican Senator from Texas Ted Cruz dismisses her. House Speaker Mike Johnson says, bless her heart. Trump calls her Marjorie Traitor Greene, so she's making waves and causing problems for MAGA. What on earth is going on here? Some observers have suggested that because Trump snubbed her for vice president and refused to support her running for statewide office in Georgia, she's taken revenge. Some observers have noted that she claims the Charlie Kirk assassination affected her deeply, and she's had perhaps a sincere change of heart. Still, others contextualize it as part of a wider MAGA rebellion on the Epstein files. But I like how the Washington Post calls her a lunatic who's looking down the road. So is MTG gonna run for president someday? Maybe. Probably. But I think what's so interesting here is how she's making an insider's bet on what MAGA will look like after Trump, who is in obvious failing health, is gone. She's in a good position to do this. She's got really strong support in her district and has chosen some good populist issues that are well within the sphere of overall MAGA philosophy or set of grievances, whatever you want to call it. Blogger Chris Kalitza sums it up as a sort of doubling down on the America First concept, just without the billionaires. I suppose that only time will tell where the evolution of MAGA goes, but some of her new ideas are definitely appealing to left and right alike, and she clearly wants to usher in a new post-Trump MAGA vanguard, more populist, less elite. Cool. Maybe we can work together someday. But just don't ever forget that Marjorie Taylor Greene has expressed anti-Semitic and white supremacist views. She has embraced QAnon and other conspiracy theories. She compared COVID safety measures to the Holocaust. She is a proud Christian nationalist. She supports the big lie. She once worked for a straight-up political disinformation organization. She thinks Jewish space lasers caused the wildfires in California. She's a racist, a liar, and a fascist. She should not ever be trusted. I'm Ron Reeder, and this has been Ron Reeder Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reeder, again next week for another episode of Ron Reeder Digs the Universe.